Okay, hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us for this training video. This is a introduction video, training video to Xero, and we're going to specifically talk about logging in. Since Xero is an accounting software, it has pertinent information, and so the login can sometimes be troublesome, and it has some security features to it. So we want to make sure we go over this. Tonight you are joined by myself and Kay Vidas and Linda McGivney. We are all part of the finance committee for the conference. So we thank you for watching this video. So first and foremost, before you get started, some things you'll want to have with you. You'll want to make sure first that you requested to have user access for your conference. So you need to make sure you send an email to reporting@svdpsa.org. And you'll put your name and your conference, and you'll probably want to copy your conference president on that as well. Then in response, someone from the council will send an email to Xero, and we'll get an invite sent to the email you send. Some of the other things you'll probably want to have in place is a secondary email, and this is an additional security feature. We'll also recommend that you have a smartphone. If you don't, there are some ways around it, but it gets a little tricky. You'll probably want to contact Lou Hand at the council to be able to assist you with that if you do not have a smartphone. With your smartphone, we highly recommend that you have your passwords for any type of security you may need to log in, to download an app, or anything of that nature. Otherwise, it can get frustrating. And so that's what we're suggesting. You have all this kind of prepared and ready. Kay and Linda, did I miss anything?
Thank you. Just about covered it.
I think that's fine, but who are you?
Oh, yes. I am Adam Valdez, the chair of the finance committee. Just a hardworking CPA trying to help us get better as a society. So
A fearless leader.
Fearless leader. That's what they tell me. So very excited to be here tonight, though. So we're going to jump into the Xero invite. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you, and you'll see what that email looks like. Okay. So this is a Gmail account set up specifically for this account. The email will go to whichever account you have or you send to the reporting email. So this is the email from Xero. I'm going to go ahead and click on it, and you can see here it says, "Hello Test," because I set myself up as name as Test. Thank you for joining Xero, and we're going to click this link here to accept our invitation.
And you are limited, time sensitive on that invitation.
14 days.
I think
Oh.
it's 14 days.
Okay, great input there. So if you do send it in, you need to be watching for it and make sure that you go ahead and do your login within 14 days. Otherwise, that invite may not work, and we may have to resend one out to you. So I'm going to go ahead and click here, accept invite. And you can see it's pre-filled in my name. So I have my name here is Test, last name is User, and we're going to go ahead and set up a password. And of course, this password will be a unique password to yourself and something you do use. And just a common question we get is, can you share username and logins? You really can in Xero because of this second level verification, which we'll cover here in a little bit. You'll go ahead and check down here at the bottom. I have read and understand and agree with the terms of use in the privacy notice. Okay, and as you can see, it brings you right in here to Xero. And so this is your home screen, which we'll cover in other training videos. And the first thing you want to do when you log in is go ahead and set up your dual authentication. So we're going to go here to click on the down arrow here on the main screen, and we're going to go to settings. And then we're going to go to the users tab. And this is the council office. So you'll see a lot of users, but we're going to go ahead and find the user that is set up for us. So we're here under this test, and you can see where it says no two-step authentication. You need to go ahead and take time to set this up. Xero does have controls in there that at some point it won't let you log in until you set this up. So you want to go ahead and just set this up right away. And so we'll go ahead and click here. I'm going to go back to the settings and users. Okay, hold on for 1 second. Okay, we had a bit of a hiccup there for a minute, but we're back. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the share screen. So when you log into Xero the first time, this screen will pop up and it'll say add a second layer of security. And it is required by Xero, so you may be able to bypass it the first time, but it will eventually not let you in. So we recommend set it up right away. So you're going to click here at set up multi-factor authentication. And we recommend that you use the Xero Verify. So you're going to go ahead and click on Xero Verify, and then you're going to follow these directions. So on your phone, you're going to go to your app store. I use a iPhone, which is kind of hard to see here, but I'm going to go ahead and go into my app store and download the Xero Verify app. Okay. So this is one of the reasons we recommended you have your passwords with you, because you may need it to download the Xero Verify app.
But it costs no money.
It is free. Yep.
And the app can be used for other verifications that seem to be required more often. So
Yes, we're starting to see more of that between credit cards and other things. Okay, so I'm currently downloading the Xero Verify app. Okay. Let's see. And once it is downloaded, let's see. We're just waiting for it to load. Once it's downloaded, we're going to go ahead and click on or scan this QR code, which will then bring the Xero app and link it to your user login name specifically. So I'm going to go ahead and move the camera here for a minute just so you can see what I'm doing, possibly. I don't know. Can y'all see that?
I see your camera.
Oh, okay.
The
virtual. Let me turn my background off real quick. Okay. Stop our share. Bear with us for 1 second.
The video thing.
Okay. None. Okay.
That should do it. It's off.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Okay. So we are sharing our screen. Let's see here. Nope. Okay.
Is it loaded?
So it has loaded, and then you're going to click on a button. I don't know if you can see my video up there in the top right hand corner, but you can see here it says, welcome to Xero Verify, scan your QR code. So I'm going to go ahead and click scan your QR code. And then it says allow access to your camera. You're going to want to hit OK. And then this code here on the screen, we're going to go ahead and scan with our phone now. And so I'm scanning this code, and Xero automatically picks it up. And we're going to go ahead and let it use modifications. You don't have to click that, but I'm going to go ahead and select OK. All right. And now I have added an Xero to my to my phone, and this is where it wants your backup email address. So I'm going to go ahead and type in my secondary email address.
This is required just in case something happens to your initial email, that they have another email to reset everything.
So yeah, so if you were to get locked out of a first email or not have have access to it for some reason, having the secondary email is very important, especially when it comes to security purposes. Okay, so we'll go ahead and continue. And then it sent me an email to my secondary email. So I've got to go in there and check that first. And don't worry, you only do this first time when you're logging in. So it can be a little bit cumbersome, but once it's set up, there's no other issues after that. And if you don't get this email, one thing is important, check your junk mail. We've had a few go into the junk mail as well. Now, on that email, it had a code, and so I'm going to go ahead and type in this code. This code's unique to my login. You would have a separate code that would be sent to your email address. Okay, so I'm confirming my secondary email address.
Yay.
And now we are set up. So we're going to go ahead and hit continue to Xero.
It's wonderful.
Yep. And so now this is your login screen. So you have the verification on there. What I'd like to do is log out now and show you how that works. So you'll see what it would look like on your end. So I'm going to go ahead and type in my login again. And my password, if I can remember it. Okay. And now you can see it sent me a notification to my phone because of my app, and it's asking me, am I logging in? And I'm going to go ahead and say, yes, it's me. And that's all you have to do. And as you can see, now that I accepted it on my phone, we now have access. So this is the standard practice. Again, the first time you log in, there's a couple steps to it, but you just want to follow those step by step. Reminder, we do recommend the Xero Verify app, and it'll be probably used with other things you'll run into in the future, but we do recommend it for this purpose. There is the other option there, but for this purpose, we'll stay with the Xero Verify. Any add-ons or comments there?
I think that covered it.
Very successful.
We made it. So, all right. Well, great. Thank you for joining us. And there will be several other videos to follow.
Now you're